Oh my garnet. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video
A little unconventional.
is super unconventional. It is literally probably 40 something degrees in our house right now.
Low 40s.
We're freezing. The only reason, hi Bo, that we're drinking English breakfast tea is because we have a gas stove. So we've lit that with a lighter and boiled some water in a kettle. Both our towels, dungeon around our food, and the power went out. And we don't have any logs on our fireplace.
First world problems.
Which is fine, but it just doesn't...
I'm just glad it's working.
Yeah, we're glad it's working, but it just doesn't distribute the heat very well. Like if you were to have logs or fake logs, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we were not going to film this at all. We knew a winter storm was coming, so we went to Trader Joe's, got a bunch of food, got water, we were prepared, and then we woke up yesterday at like 2 a.m.
Sunday night going into Monday morning.
Yeah. We woke up then at like 2 a.m. and we have an air purifier.
Yeah.
And it went off, and whenever it's on,
fans
it
are
kind of makes like a white noise at night, so we use it. But it went off, and I was like, hey, the power went out, and he was like, oh no. So we were like
10 minutes later it came back on, and then about 3 o'clock, which was about 45 minutes after that, it turned back off.
and then it stayed off.
And I woke up from that, and it was like, okay, I'm sure we'll just wake up and power will be back on. And be fine. And it's been off ever since.
But yesterday morning, it was 7 a.m. when we woke up, and we were like, oh no, the power's still off. We're like, I'm sure they're working on it. We saw Centerpoint trucks,
going crazy everywhere.
driving by, and we're like, I bet they're going to fix it, which I'm sure they are. We are not discrediting them at all. We are sure they are working on it. But there are millions of people without power, and we didn't know that because our phones, you can text people and call them, but like you can text them only
like
text messages.
SMS.
But yeah, like not iMessage. And you can't get photos. Like if someone sends you a photo.
Yeah, you can't download anything. You can't go on like the internet, like no YouTube, no nothing.
Yeah, so it's super weird.
We're in like the dark ages of technology.
So that's why we're kind of filming this, because we really don't have anything to do. We're iced and snowed in our house in Katy,
Texas.
So should we just start with our day yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll insert some pictures and video of the front of our house, and it was just layers of ice, because it's ice from probably, I don't know, 4 p.m. to midnight, and then from midnight to like
Sunday
7 a.m. it was snow. So there was just a lot of ice and a lot of snow. And then our neighbor actually called me because all their stuff is electric. Their fireplace,
water heater, all their connections, everything.
And they didn't have bottled water or anything, so we did. So I ran over bottled water to them, and then we came back, and I told them we were going to cook breakfast, and if they wanted anything, they were more than welcome to come over. If they needed a shower, if they needed,
But I think everyone was anticipating like
it coming back on.
It's going to come back on any minute. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it never did.
Never has.
And it still hasn't.
Like, we're trying to do a video here. I said, I don't care. My time.
Bo Miller, come here.
You think Snappy's is open?
No. Basically, we had breakfast yesterday, and then after that, we just kind of laid in bed. We played some board games. Oh, we showered or took a bath, something, because we actually had hot water. So we took like a bath or a shower and like warmed up. And then Ross's sister has lost power too. She lives like a few streets down from us, but her neighbor has
a doomsday generator that powers the entire house and their like
guest
house. And my sister was there, so
we were literally frozen. It was like 40 something in the house.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, all you can do is sit there. You can't even, like, you could call people, but that was literally it. So we went over there, charged our phones.
Yep.
Because it was just down the street. So, I mean, it was very dangerous. We saw cars sliding.
No, it took us 10 minutes to go about, like, 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, not even. After that, we came back here. We tried to cook a Trader Joe's little crunch wrap looking thing.
Yeah.
I'll insert it here, but
They're very good.
They're very good, but they are meant to be cooked in an oven or air fryer or microwave. We only had a gas stove, so that is what we used. So it was a little burnt.
After what?
After we ate that, we had a few mental breakdowns yesterday, and by we I mean me.
I was about to say. Who's this we?
It was me. He suppressed it a little more than I did, but I was just getting so cold.
It just gets frustrating. It's frustrating that, you know, you're so cold inside your own house. There's only so many ways to get warm.
But there's no. I'd rather be in my house uncomfortable than anywhere else uncomfortable. Yeah. You know. So that's like we're very blessed and we're thankful, but it's just frustrating when nothing's working. Your phone's not working. No technology's working.
We can't check the news. We can't check the weather. Like, we have no idea what's coming up or anything. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Talk with Jesus.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of trust Jesus in times like these even
Pretty
more
much.
than even more in your regular life, but just like you have absolutely no control in this situation. You have no.
Well, that's what I kept telling her is that, I mean, these are things that are not
They're out of our control.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. So we just kind of have to hang on and
pray and
go for the ride.
Yeah.
And just, you know, we'll come out of the end. I mean, it won't be forever. So just look towards the next moment and we'll be fine.
That was just a little positivity from my mental breakdowns yesterday. Oh no, his fluffy tail is coming in front of the camera. You see it?
So my dad called me like at 5 or so yesterday afternoon saying that they have power. Power came back on, and you know, they have water and everything. That they were gonna, you know, start making food if we wanted to come over.
And they still live in Katy, but like on the
cusp. They live about 5 miles from us.
Like down I-10 though, so we would have to go out of Old Katy. Yeah. Which is like pretty icy, and we haven't really been out of it, and then down I-10. So
down I-10.
It'd be kind of a far drive.
Yeah, for this type of weather, but so, you know, we were gonna look at all of our options because my sister also gave us the option for us to go over there, but they didn't want us to bring the dogs, so
which is totally
fair.
We understand, because I would feel super.
I would feel
like I was imposing if I was bringing Honey,
dogs.
Bo, and Belle, who these two shed. She is an angel baby sent from above, so she does no wrong. But these two are crazy, so I would feel weird.
It would be, especially someone we don't know.
Yeah.
So we made the plan to go to my parents. We packed a bag. We kind of shut everything down here.
Made sure all the doors were locked.
Made sure everything was locked and everything. And we were getting in the car, and literally getting in the car. It was like a movie. Getting in the car, my dad called me and said, "Hey, power went out."
Like, what are the odds, you know?
Yeah, and so the power went out. I think they had it for about 45 minutes or so.
So in the time that we were getting ready, loading the car, got the dogs in the car, the power went out. So we were already in the car, so we were like, well, it's warm, there's heat in the car.
We're loaded up. We just sat in the car for about 30 minutes, kind of charged our phones.
Yeah.
Just sat in the heat for a minute. I know the dogs were loving it because they were like falling asleep.
They were like silent, yeah, and they are normally kind of excited in the car.
Yeah.
Rowdy.
Yeah. So we just hung out and then decided, you know, I mean, like she said earlier, just you'd rather be cold or going through this in your own house rather than somewhere else. So
just because you have your own things, I don't know, not that you like need anything, but you know.
Yeah.
Especially with 3 dogs, I feel like if you were maybe just people, you could go do whatever, just kind of get up and go. But with them, their food, their everything is here. It's just like easier. Like I didn't want to get stuck there and not have their food or something like that.
Right.
But then after that, we came back inside and we took a shower in our guest shower, and it was a life-changing shower.
Yeah, it was nice.
We normally shower in our master, but
we closed the door and
our guest shower.
The guest bathroom just like
it was like a
became
sauna.
like a sauna, and it felt amazing. It was hot.
Yeah. Even when you got out of the shower.
Yeah.
Because I showered first, and I was like, "You're gonna have a life-changing shower in there in a minute," and he was like, "No, our other shower's better," and then he did. Had a life-changing shower. So we have some highs from yesterday.
We had
some good moments.
I know a lot of people don't have water.
Yeah.
Like my parents actually later that night called me and said that they turned the water pressure down really low, so they basically don't have water at all.
Our neighbors, the ones that had all electric,
their pipes froze.
Before that.
What?
I was gonna say that their parents live in a neighborhood by his parents, and so they were like, "We haven't had water. We don't have anything. We're gonna go there." And when his parents told us that their power went out and their water got turned off, we were like, "We need to tell our neighbors so they know that they're driving all that way for what they thought, and it was turned off." And so they were sad when they got there. But then later that night, their pipes froze. We were about to get in bed last night, and Ross heard like running water
outside in between our houses, and I kind of heard it. I walked towards the window, and I couldn't really see. Grabbed a flashlight, looked out.
Thank God we had that flashlight.
Yeah, and it was their irrigation line had, I guess, froze and backed up and exploded. And it was just gushing water outside their house.
We mean
so I went
gushing.
I went to go try to turn the valve to shut it off, and it was frozen.
Yeah.
So she called her neighbor, and they got a hold of the city because we have city water, and they sent a guy out, and as soon as he showed up probably within like 10 minutes.
He showed up pretty quick.
He showed up pretty quick. And he ran over.
Okay, and?
He ran over, and, I told him where it was, and he tried to turn it and couldn't turn it, and got his, just a big set of pliers, I guess, and just cranked it. And
because everything, it's so cold, and maybe for people up north, it's not that cold, or maybe it is that cold, but imagine not having...
They're prepared for this sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe they have generators or stuff. We don't have things that we don't have people salting the roads, scraping them, whatever you call it.
We don't have... This is not our thing.
Not us, just the South in general.
I mean, this part of the world...
I think the last time it snowed or iced...
I think we were in junior high.
We were young, like, and it is a vague, and
it was nothing like this.
It was like a little flurry. We were all excited.
Yeah.
We had heat. It was nothing like this. This is like crazy.
No, usually if we have a power outage, it's from a hurricane.
And it's hot.
But it's usually at that time it's hot.
And it's not any more fun to deal with, but it's just a different.
It's just different.
Super different.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I would prefer.
I mean, we didn't lose power during Harvey, though.
But I'm saying if you did.
Oh, I know. Because that lasted a few days, too.
I don't know. That way is, like, horrible and, like, things are flooding and you're hot. I mean, they're both really bad.
It was hot. It was really hot then.
Because it's, like, August.
It was August, yeah.
But today we're just going to show y'all our day because we really don't have anything to do. And I don't know that it'll be that exciting, but I know that it'll be something that y'all can look at if you weren't a part of this and feel that you were so blessed to miss it, or if you were in it.
If you were, you can kind of, you know,
see how other people dealt with it.
How we dealt with it, and just compare to y'all. I mean, I know we have it better off more than others because, you know, we have gas going, we have the water.
But today when I before we decided to film this, we put the kettle on, and I was so cold. I was like, I'm going to go take a shower in the guest shower before we do anything. And the water wouldn't get hot. So I don't know if just everything was so cold.
I don't know. Something with the water heater. It didn't seem like it was.
So that could be another, that's something that's just happening. But we just decided to film it because I was like, hey, this is something so crazy that's happening. And
yeah, people are reading this all over the world.
And we don't even know even know what's happening really. Like we're kind of in the dark.
We can't look anything up.
It's super weird. Like here, I'm gonna show you so you can see what our phone looks like. So all of my messages say failed to send, and then whenever you go to like, I've tried to go to the weather app, it just does this little line. And then it'll say, you know, like, can't go there, whatever. Nothing will load. No social media will load, which is, you know, fine, whatever. But I can't really update anyone on SaaS things, business things, when I'm shipping, because nothing can happen. So, I mean, you would hope that people would read the news and know that something's going on so they wouldn't get upset. Yeah. But I don't know. It's crazy. So we're just going to take you along. Thank you for watching so far. And I hope we have a good video for you.
Hopefully
so. Guys, Sammy called us and said that
there's a Cane's near us that is going to be
and HEB if we like can't venture to one. But can you imagine like that bread and that sauce right now? Oh my god.
We don't
have water at all because we don't have a dryer and we don't want them getting all like moldy and gross. So pipe from our bedroom is now leaking out, and now we have another leak in our laundry room.